Don't call me black no more, cause it ain't facts no more. We destroyed mentally, don't whip our backs no more. When I tell that to my people that say I'm hating them folks, and I ain't never burned a cross or hung nobody with rope. They make mockery of us, they say our people are a joke. Coming from living in ghettos and we strung out on dope. Question, why do we always sit in love with the folks who brought us over? We don't vote to get them change the right points, huh? Making tumults got us working in fields instead of picking cotton, being planted in meals. They got us running up and down on the football field. But you better not protest cause you in slavery still. You can put your hands up and you can still get killed. Niggas live for me and county, he retired with me.
So, who are we according to the Bible? Have anybody ever told you? No? You want to find out today? Check this out. Look at this sign right here. What would you identify yourself as on this sign? Because over here, they have what the so-called white man has called us throughout centuries of colonization and just taking our identity, and they basically stole it from us, right? On this side is what God calls you. Would you rather be called what God calls you, or rather be called what your oppressors call you? What God calls you, guess what? Give me Hosea 1:10. Let me show you something. Because what would you say your nationality would be? Because you say, what would you say nationality would be? African, right? So you know for facts, do you look like an African? If you see a real African, do you look like him? He gonna tell you, no, you're not my brother, you're not my people. Because they know their history, but us, we don't know our history. But the prophets are back to show you today. Let me show you something though. Read that.
10. It's the book of Hosea, chapter 1 and verse 10. Yet the number of the children of Israel.
Say the children of who?
The children of Israel.
So that's what you're going to find out today, that you are a child of God, you are children of Israel. That's your nationality right there. You're an Israelite according to the Bible. But listen on.
The children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea.
What they say about the black folks, we don't die, we what? We multiply. That's biblical, but let's keep reading.
Which cannot be measured nor numbered. And it shall come to pass.
That means it's going to be history, read.
That in that place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people.
Because they say we Gentiles, that we niggas, we African American. They don't say that we are the children of the living God, right? Read this.
There it shall be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living God.
What?
Are the sons of the living God.
I don't know. What you say your name was again? Orlando. Do you know how powerful that is? My name is Jeriah. Orlando, you are the son of the living God. Everybody can't claim a hold of that.
Right.
You understand that? Think about it. It's a corner level, but check this out. You are the son of the living God, the one that created the heavens and the earth. Everything you see, you his son. You know how much power that is? You don't think about that, huh? That's something you should feel proud about. You said you was what you say you was on the tribe, bro? What would you be on this side? Judah, Benjamin, Levi. You African? Would you be considered African American? Let me show you something. Because one of the most important people in the world came from the tribe of Judah. And they tell us that he's this color. Because who is this guy? Who is this guy?
Supposedly Jesus.
Supposedly Jesus. But who is he? You're right here, a picture of a white guy. He's Caesar Borgia. You know what I mean? He actually was a homosexual. He did a lot of nasty things, and they made him a god. So a lot of the stuff that they push out is nasty. It's unprofitable. But have you ever heard this image in the Bible? Let's read it. Let's read it, because this image right here has been pushed around the whole world. But this is not in the Bible. That image is in the Bible. Let's go.
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ, which God gave unto him to show unto his servants things which must shortly come to pass.
He says he showed unto his servants things that must shortly come to pass. That means it's going to be history, right? Read verse 3.
Verse 3. Blessed is he that readeth.
Could we read during this time right here? During slavery? Could we read during this time? We was on the bottom of them ships. You know this? Did you know that was in the Bible? Did you know slavery was in the Bible? You knew that? Well, where can you find it?
Slavery?
Yeah, where can you find it? Because maybe you're going to like me. What is slavery in the Bible? Slave ships in the Bible. You didn't know that was in the Bible? We're going to show you the image of Christ, and we're going to come back and show you this is biblical. This is your history. And you can't forget this. You got to know this, for you can teach your sons and your children and so on and so forth. Read.
Go verse 14. Verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
Like what?
Like wool.
Who got woolly hair on the earth today? Who got woolly hair? You laughing because you know the answer. The so-called black man, right? Got woolly hair. Check it out. It's more.
As white as snow.
It's white as what?
As white as snow.
So when you get old a little bit, what color your hair turn? Gray. All praise to the Most High. So there's 2 strikes against this guy down here. Because they'll tell you that all day. But in the Bible, we coming straight out the Bible. Can you go against God? You want to fight against God? You got enough hands to fight with God? All right, let's see then.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
So when you drink a little wine, you drink a little strong drink, a little alcohol, what color your eyes turn? Red. Let me get that. But check this out. You say your eye turn red, right? What was Christ's first miracle? You know? What? Hey, my man, get this man a hand clap, man. Get this man a round of applause, man. Hey, a lot of people don't know that, but we breaking it down piece by piece for you. Check it out.
It's the book of Genesis, chapter 49 and verse 12. His eyes shall be red with wine.
With what?
With wine.
You know that was in the Bible. It described him to a T. It's giving us characteristics. If you went to a police line over there, be like, how do I know this man? They're going to give him the description, right? It's the same way in the Bible. He's giving you a description of this man. Huh?
I heard some scholars say that was not alcoholic wine. That wine that Jesus turned that water to wine, it wasn't alcoholic.
What was they when he turned water to wine?
I just heard some scholars say.
Some scholars say, what the Bible say? You know?
But there's some wine that's not alcoholic.
Yes, okay, but it's saying
It doesn't have alcoholic effect. That's what I'm saying.
I feel you. But it turn your eyes red, right? Go back to that. No, go back to it.
Oh, Revelation. It's the book of Revelations, chapter 1 and verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire. And his feet. And his feet.
So check it out. Have you worn sandals before? Yeah. Wouldn't the top of your foot be the same color as the rest of your body? Remember that. I want you to take a mental picture now. Stay with me. Read.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
What color is brass? You on? You on? It's brown, right? All praise to the Most High. Hey sis, what we talking about the color of Christ? You hear it from over there? We will start back over for you. Okay, let's start back at 14. Start from the top.
It's the book of Revelations, chapter 1 and verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
So sis, he said his head and his hair were white like wool. That means he had woolly hair, like a black man today, right? Read on.
As white as snow.
White as snow. His hair was gray because when you get older, what color your hair turn?
White.
White, gray, right? All praise. Keep reading.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
So what happened when you drink a little wine or strong drink? What happened? With your eyes. Older people, they drink a little wine, what color their eyes turn? Red. My point exactly. So we agree, right? Everybody agree so far? Okay, read.
And his feet.
And his what?
And his feet.
So sis, now you caught up. We on the same page now. It said, and his feet. If your feet is brown, wouldn't the rest of your body be brown too? The top of your foot be brown when the rest of it? Yeah. Okay, let's see. Let's go a little bit more. Because I want y'all to understand that Christ is a black man. Christ is a black man according to the Bible. He's an Israelite from the tribe of Judah. And that we are the Israelites. You are the sons and daughters of the living God. Read.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
What color is brass? What color is brass? What? White? What color is brass? Goldish brown. Goldish brown, right? Read.
And his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace.
As if they what?
As if they burned in a furnace.
It said, as if they burned in a furnace. So if you burn brass in a furnace, what color does it turn? Dark. Dark what? Dark brown? If you burn it? If you burn brass in the furnace, what color it turn? You know what color it turn if you burn brass in the furnace? In the fire? If you burn a penny in the fire, what color it turn? If you burn rice in the furnace, what color it turn? Turn what? Brown? Black. It's turned black. The same color as your shirt. Wesley Snipes black. Have you ever seen Flavor Flav with the clock on him? That black. Christ, they're saying Christ is a black man according to the scriptures. That's powerful. We must know that, and we must educate each other, because everybody don't think Christ black. Some people still got this man in their mind. And they come with a doctrine because they tell you can do whatever you want to do. That's not the case. God got laws, statutes, and commandments that we must live by. Now, you said a while ago that you didn't know slave shit was in the Bible, right? Did you know slave shit was in the Bible? Where can I find it? You heard it before. Let's get straight to it. You knew that was in the Bible? Because think about it. Our daughters and mothers and foremothers all came along that slave trade, right? They was in a boat, sick, on that minstrel, throwing up, all kind of disease. And they traveled for years to come to this side of the world. You didn't think people died and got thrown over to the sharks and everything like that? All that stuff happened to our people, and they say, don't think about it, don't talk about it no more. No, we're going to talk about it because you need to know so you can heal yourself, because we never healed from this. Everybody want to go sit on somebody's couch, but we ain't never got the medicine. The medicine's in the Bible, and we get it thus said the Lord today.
I got to take this to my daughter for last.
Come back, sis, come back. We're going to be out here. Read.
Okay.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
What you say your name was? Marcus in Orlando, right? Orlando. So he said he's going to bring us into Egypt again. What were we doing in Egypt? You know what we were doing in Egypt? We said, let my people go. You remember what we was doing? You remember what we was doing? What were we in Egypt? We were what? Hey, Orlando, I like you. I like you. You really know. You need to be on this side going ahead and teaching your people, man, just to be honest with you. But let's read some more.
It's the book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
What's another word for bondage? Slavery, right? Go back.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt.
Slavery.
Again.
Again.
With ships.
What?
With ships.
Ships, Orlando. Read.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
Orlando, what we didn't see no more again? Because if we was on the west coast of Africa, right? We was on the west coast of Africa, and we came to South America, North America. We came from over here close, like in Israel. We fled here in 70 AD. We was along these lines, and we went everywhere. What we not going to see no more again? Our homeland, which is what? Jerusalem, Israel. We never seen it no more. Maybe some people went back a little scattered here and there, but as a whole, we never went back. They always say go back to Africa. Okay, Africa is big. We're in Africa. You see what I'm saying? They play mind game with us because they feel like we're incapable of learning, incapable of comprehending these things. But we must know and understand that, hey, we are the sons of the living God, the Israelites the Bible speaks of. And we got to come back and claim our heritage. God got promise for us, but it's requirements.
Enemies.
So where?
Unto your enemies.
It said, who we going to be sold to? Enemies. So would enemies put you on a slave ship and send you halfway across the world? Would your friend do that? Would your friend rape your wife in front of you and then sell your kids somewhere else? Would they do that? A friend wouldn't do that. So that's why I say it's important that we know our history. It's not a game, Orlando. It may seem light, but we got to know our history because we got to know where we're going. So we got to get that payback, but the payback going to be from the Lord. The anger that we feel inside is because we want to see our people better. My point exactly. So what we got to do, because if we don't get right, Orlando, let me let you in on a secret. If we don't get right, we going to get punished right along with the people that's doing the wrong. Right along with them. So we got to get right. We can point the finger out there like, yeah, they did this and did that. But it starts with us. That's right. Because we broke God's commandments. We didn't listen. Read it. And then jump back to 15.
There you shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen, and bondwomen. And no man shall buy you.
Buy, it said no man will redeem you. That means ain't nobody gonna come get you. Because who tried? Who tried to come free us? You sure? You ain't never heard of Malcolm X? He tried to unite people, right? Martin Luther King. I mean, all kind of freedom fighters trying to get free. But the thing is, they ain't got God's laws. They don't got the real true God on their mind. Give me that in Exodus 35:3 about God, who he be and who he is. They don't understand God is a powerful man. He's not to be played with. He's a God of war. That's right. That's what we don't understand. We think God is a loving God, like he always gonna come back and give us hugs and kisses. He never gonna correct you. If you my son and I never correct you, how do I love you if I never correct you? Do I love you if I never correct you? If I let you do what you want to do? What kids leave unattended? What do they end up at? If they never get any guidance or correction or love, what do they end up at? Whew, you said a mouthful. You said a mouthful. I'm gonna show you something.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 15 and verse 3. The Lord is a man of war.
Man of what?
Of war.
He's a man of war. So that means we got to get a warrior-like mindset to come combat all the filth that we gain through learning this guy. This guy told us you can do what you want to do and get to the kingdom of heaven. Everybody want to get to the kingdom of heaven, right? How do you get there, Orlando? That's a simple question. Everybody say they're going to heaven. I'm going to heaven. I'm going to heaven. How do you get to the kingdom of heaven? I want to know. You know? You want to know, Orlando? You want to get to the kingdom of heaven? You want to know how to get there? Let's see. Let's go. Thus said the Lord in the Bible.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 19 and verse 16. And behold, one came and said unto him, Good master, what good thing shall I do that I may have eternal life?
Somebody came up and said, hey, what can I do to get eternal life? What can I do to make it to heaven? What can I do to live forever? What can I do to be a God upon earth again? Because we are gods, but we die like men because we sin. Read.
And he said unto him, Why callest thou me good?
So let you know, he said, why you calling me good? Christ was like, it ain't me. Who he say?
There is none good but one, that is God. But if thou wilt enter into life,
ain't none good but my Father in heaven. That's a servant. We are servants. You know?
But if thou...
Yeah, but, if is a small word. A small word. But, right, let's see what comes after that. If they say, what they say in the hood, if was a fifth, we all be drunk. Read.
But if thou wilt enter into life, keep the commandments.
What?
Keep the commandments.
What we got to do to get to the kingdom of heaven, Orlando? Keep the commandments. So when you like to know some commandments, if you got to get to the kingdom of heaven by keeping commandments, when you like to know some commandments to get there, let's start off with Leviticus 21:5. Let's start off with basic. Start off basic. Because a lot of people don't know the smallest things can get you put out. Just like the smallest decision you make in life can impact your whole life. Today can impact your whole life. If you take a hold and learn what this Bible say and listen and hearken and go back and fact check, you will understand that you are a son of the living God. You are an Israelite. You got to keep God's commandments to get to the kingdom of heaven, and you got to wake up your people. It ain't this fake woke where they be talking unks on their head and I'm woke. That's not woke. When you wake up to know that who you are, God upon the earth. All them other religions not telling you how to get out of the condition that we in. Read.
It's the book of Leviticus, chapter 21 and verse 5. They shall not make baldness upon their head, neither shall they shave off the corners of their beard.
So that's a small law, right? It said you shouldn't have a bald head, like Tyrese and Jordan, all them people like that, right? It says neither what?
Neither shall they shave off the corners of their beard.
So like your beard, do you shave your beard? Like do you shave against it? That's a law of God. He said, hey, that's a badge of manly dignity when you have a big beard. You know what I'm saying? Because you can have this right here. Like I can't grow a full beard, but what I can grow, I don't touch. Because the Most High said, hey, that's a badge of manly dignity. So that's what, a lot of times when you want to get a good job in society in America, what they tell you to do up under this man. Clean what? Clean shave. Why? Because they make you look like a boy. You know what I'm saying? Make you like a little baby boy. That's why they tell you to shave your beard. Because God said do it. They say don't do it. But let's read something right quick.
This is the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary. Beard.
So this is the definition of a beard.
A badge of manly dignity.
A badge of manly dignity, right?
You say a sign of mourning.
We pluck it out, take it off. So right now we in mourning because we ain't got no leaders. We like, I need a job, man. I gotta take care of my kids. I gotta shave this up. I gotta do what I gotta do. We don't understand that. Hey, when we doing what God say do, we do what we want to do. He said the whole world is yours.
No, I'm gonna cut you off.
Yeah.
You said the key word. I can do one thing I want to do up on the will of God.
Yeah. But what is the will of God? We gonna get to it. Let's go.
I'm just making a statement. I can do anything I want to.
Under the will, you can do under His will. What His will is, not your will, right? Read.
As a sign of mourning, it was the custom to pluck it out or cut it off. The Israelites were forbidden.
What?
Forbidden.
What does forbidden mean?
Not supposed to do it. You can't do it.
Read.
To shave off the corners of their beards, probably because it was regarded as a heathenish sign.
A heathenish sign to other nations. The other nations are heathens. They are Gentiles. That's why he say, hey, don't do what they do. Do what I tell you to do.
We used to scream black power while Heron was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC, has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.